Hello guys, in today's video, we will review our new release, the NBC Marine Bluetooth Controller. 2 outputs Marine Bluetooth Controller. The NBC is unique because it can control 2 amplifiers or 2 audio zones simultaneously with separate volume control. Stay until the end of the video to see exactly how it works. Let's open the box and see what's inside. The NBC controller. The flush mount plate. The handlebar mount plate. And the surface mount plate. 2 pairs of 10 feet RCA cables. Surface mount sticker and 4 pieces of transparent heat shrink tube. And the mounting screws. As you can see, this Bluetooth controller has 2 RCA outputs labeled AMP1 and AMP2. I will walk you through and explain how to set it up step by step. I have here 2 HS4 amplifiers. The first HS4 amplifier will be AMP1 and be dedicated to tower speakers. The second HS4 amplifier will be AMP2 and be dedicated to subwoofers. Let's start by powering everything up. Connect the black negative wire of the NBC to ground. Then connect the red positive wire of the NBC to the plus 12 volt accessory post or a bus bar. Make sure to connect the red power wire to the accessory post or other ignition power source, so the NBC will see power only when the key is turned on. Connect the black negative wire of the amplifiers to the minus 12 volt battery post. Then connect the red positive wire of the amplifiers to the plus 12 volt battery post. As you can see, the NBC has 2 blue wires, which are the remote out wires to the amplifiers. You need to connect the NBC's blue wires to the amplifier's blue wires for the amplifiers to be triggered on and off by the NBC. Now you should turn on the NBC controller and verify that both amplifiers are turned on. The last thing we need to do is connect the RCA cables. In this example, we have 2 amplifiers, one dedicated to the tower speakers and one dedicated to the subwoofers. So I will connect the AMP1 RCA output to the amplifier dedicated to the tower speakers, and the AMP2 RCA output to the amplifier dedicated to the subwoofers. With your NBC, you received 4 pieces of transparent heat shrink tube. After connecting the RCA cables and ensuring you have the right RCA cables connected to the right outputs from the NBC and inputs from the amplifier, we strongly suggest shrinking the tubes around the RCA connections. To do so, you must cut the protective caps off the RCA plugs. The RCA plugs of AMP1 output were already removed. You must cut off the caps of AMP2 RCA output in case you connect a second amplifier. The volume knob on the NBC is meant to control the volume of both amplifiers' AMP1 and AMP2 RCA outputs. Underneath the volume knob, you have the AMP2 volume control buttons. These buttons will allow you to control the volume of the AMP2 RCA output independently. In the setup I have here, AMP2 RCA outputs are connected to the amplifier that power up the subwoofers, which means I can control the subwoofer's volume separately. The NBC has 3 mounting options. The first method is the flush mount. This method will allow the controller to sit flush to the mounting surface. This requires a flat surface and ideally should have access to the rear of the mounting plate. Slide the NBC cables through the flush mount plate. Screw the plate to the back of the NBC. The second method is the surface mount. This method will allow you to mount the NBC on any perfectly flat surface. Using this method will not require any cutting or drilling of the surface. Place the NBC cables in the rail found on the inner side of the surface mount plate, and screw the plate to the back of the NBC. Then, stick the 3M sticker on the back of the surface mount plate. Peel off the 3M sticker's cover. The third method is the handlebar mount. This method will allow you to mount your NBC on any round 7/8, 1 or 1.25 handlebar. Note that the handlebar bracket itself is not included with the NBC, unless stated otherwise on the product listing. To purchase the bracket, please contact service@inoamaudio.com. Slide the NBC cables through the handlebar mount plate and screw the plate to the back of the NBC. Screw the handlebar to the back of the NBC. Mount the bracket on the handlebar. For a 7/8" bar, use the thick rubber ring. For a 1" bar, use the thin rubber ring. For a 1.25" bar, place the bracket directly on the bar. No rubber inserts required. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below or contact us at service@inoamaudio.com. I hope this video was helpful to you. Thanks for watching.